is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga practice around this new moon in Capricorn. Now this is 2026 when I'm recording this, so if you're watching this at a different new moon in Capricorn, just ignore these first few minutes, but I am going to be talking about this new moon because it's a very powerful new moon. It's the first new moon of the year, and we have a stellium of planets. So anytime we have a stellium of planets, which basically means they're close together, their energies are intensified. So we have the moon and the sun together, as they always are in a new moon. And we also have Mars and Mercury and Venus and Pluto, all very close together. So that's what makes this such a powerful new moon for setting new intentions. With Mars and Mercury, we have our mind, Mercury, very sharp right now, and then we have Mars, which helps us put our thoughts into action. We also have a trine between Uranus retrograde in Taurus, so a lot of change can be happening. We have a sextile between Saturn and Neptune to this new moon, so we have the structure and we have the dreams. So Neptune is a very spiritual sign, so really helping us to dream our intentions into reality. Saturn will ground it down into that reality. So this is, again, a very powerful time to think about what you want to call in and what you're ready to release. So Capricorn is the sea goat. So think about the sea goat standing on the mountaintop, looking back to what it's reflecting on, what it's learned, what it's ready to let go of, and then looking forward to the future. What reality is the sea goat ready to ground in and take step towards? With Saturn, it's all about long-term goals, so not something you want to manifest instantaneously. It's more about making a plan and taking specific steps towards that plan. So we are going to start in child's pose. So let's place our toes together, coming all the way down, relaxing our forehead, tuning into our breath. Capricorn is the last earth sign of the astrological wheel. Very grounded, very 3D reality sign. So what do you want to bring into reality this year? Let's take a full deep breath in through our nose and a gentle sigh out. Now let's make our way into tabletop and start doing some big circles with our bottom. So every sign is representative of a part of the body. And with Capricorn, this is our bones, our structure, specifically our knees. Let's switch directions. So think about having strong knees, strong muscles that surround your knees, so you can take those steps up the mountain to reach your goals. Now let's pause and center. We're going to lift our right leg up, keeping our knee bent, foot is flexed, and start pumping our leg up and down. Feeling the strength in our glute muscles, in our legs. Now pause, finding your balance. And we're going to reach back with our left hand to find our foot. Pausing here and breathing. And gently release. Let's move our hips a little right and left, and lift our left leg up. Do those pulses up and down. And pause, reaching back for our foot. And release. Let's come back on our knees. We're going to sweep our arms behind us, interlacing our fingers, squeezing our shoulder blades, tucking our chin, opening our heart. So going forward, listening to our hearts, releasing any structures or habits or things that we know are no longer serving us. And gently release. Let's tuck our toes, coming up into a forward fold. We're going to keep our fingers on the mat, bending one knee at a time, looking right and left. Then we'll take our left foot to the outside of our right, so our pinkies are lining up together. And with a slight bend in our knees, let's slowly roll all the way up. And our left hand will clasp our right wrist. We're going to inhale up and exhale, gently bend to the left as we press our hips to the right. And slowly release. Let's fold back down, unwinding our feet and placing our right foot on the outside of the left, and slowly make our way up. Right hand clasping the left wrist so we can gently bend to the right as we press our hips to the left. And very slowly release, coming down and unwinding our legs. We're going to keep our feet hip-width distance so we can grab our forearms or our elbows and sway side to side. And then very slowly, with a soft bend in our knees, let's roll all the way up. And hands to heart center. Let's take a pause here, feeling our strength and stability. I am worthy of all of my desires and more. Now let's reach our arms up as we bend our knees. Weight is in our heels, coming into chair pose. And then we'll slowly stand back up. As we come up, we're going to lift our left knee and pause and hold. And then we'll step that leg forward, right leg following. Let's come back into that chair pose. So like the sea goat, consistent and strong, making its way forward. Now we'll inhale up, this time lifting our right leg up and pausing. And then we'll step forward, coming down into chair pose one last time. and release up with our hands at heart center, thumbs at our chest. Let's feel our heart beating. What does your heart desire in this new moon? And what does your heart know that it's time to release? Now we're going to step back with our left leg, opening up into warrior two, but let's bend and straighten our leg, bringing our arms up and down. And then we'll pause in our warrior two. Maybe you want to lift your right heel up. And then we'll drop our back arm, reaching that right arm up and over, keeping that heel up. And slowly open into star pose. We're going to bend our knees coming down, hands together, and inhale up. So you can shut your eyes. Now let's open up into warrior two, facing the left, and bend and straighten our left leg as our arms come up and down. And we'll pause in that warrior two, lifting our front heel. Now let's drop that back arm, reaching the left arm up and over, keeping that bend at our left knee. And slowly open up into star pose, reaching our chest forward. Maybe you look up and slowly release. We're going to heel to our feet together and go into a standing figure four. So getting our weight in our left leg, we're going to reach our right leg up, placing our foot on our thigh. And you can do any variation you'd like, but I'm going to keep my left hand on my foot and reach my right arm up as I gently press my right knee back. And release. Let's shake it out a little bit. We're going to do that on the other side. So weight is in your right leg. It helps to look at one point in front of you that's not moving. And release. Let's reach our arms up in the air. We're going to get our heart rate up a little bit here, lifting one knee at a time as we bend our elbows. So Capricorn is a lot about grounding things into reality. So with the Neptune sextile, it's helping us dream our visions. Maybe you're having dreams at night of your past or of your future. So we can create whatever we'd like. We just have to set our mind to it and take the steps to move in that direction. But always when you start something new, there's probably things that you're going to have to leave behind. So this is a time to really think about what you would like to release, what habits or routines aren't serving your highest good. Just a few more. Now let's pause, placing our hands on our heart, feeling our heart beating. Now let's inhale our arms up, and with a soft bend in our knees, we're going to fold forward, placing our fingertips on the mat as we walk our feet out. Toes are in, heels are out. Let's come into a wide-legged forward fold. Now we'll heel-toe our feet together. We're going to bend our knees and bounce our thighs on our calves a few times. And release. Let's come all the way down on our backs. We're going to first do a long body stretch. Now let's clasp our right knee, our right shin, pulling your knee towards your right shoulder, giving it a big squeeze. And then we'll release that squeeze slightly, engaging our left leg, pressing our low back to the mat, so we're engaging our abdominal muscles. Let's lift our left leg and do some little circles. And circles the other way. And then we'll bend that knee, placing our right ankle on our left thigh, gently pulling our legs towards us. And release. Let's straighten our right leg, clasping our left shin, pulling our leg up and out, giving a big squeeze. And then releasing that squeeze slightly so we can engage our abdominal muscles, straighten our leg and lift it up and do some little circles. And circles the other way. Now we'll place that foot flat, left ankle on the right thigh as we gently pull our legs towards us. And release. Let's place our feet flat. We're going to do some bridges. So bend your knees enough so that your fingers can graze your heels. As we lift our pelvis, we're going to lift our arms overhead. So up and down, following our breath. The next time you come up, let's pause and hold, and we're going to tap our knees in and out. Now, keeping your knees together, let's drop our bottom and our arms, And then inhale up again. So doing these bridges with our knees together. Last one, pause and hold and breathe, squeezing our glutes, pressing through our feet. And very slowly release. Let's grab our knees, pulling them in towards us. Maybe you want to move a little right and left. And then we'll make our way into final Shavasana. So give yourself this time to completely soften and relax. Capricorn energy is disciplined, intentional, and deeply rooted in reality. This new moon supports the most empowered expression of that energy. It helps you to set goals that are not just inspiring, but sustainable. This is a seed planting moon for real life, not for wishful thinking. Practical, embodied choices that shape your days and define your year. Now let's find a little movement in our fingers and our toes. We're going to take our time coming back into an easy seated pose. And we're going to end class with a little breath work and a little meditative, reflective meditation. So with our hands on our knees, we're going to start with our breath work, which is kapalabhati breath work. So we will be exhaling out of our nose as we pull in our bellies, and the inhale is passive. So we will do this on our own at your own pace, and I will let us know when we will pause and return our breath to normal. So feel free to shut your eyes. Let's take a deep inhale in and start our kapalabhati breath work. Let your breath return to normal. Take a moment here to notice how you feel. And I'm going to read us some reflective questions for this new moon in Capricorn. Let's take one final cleansing breath, breathing in deeply through our nose. And a gentle sigh out. Let's bring our hands to heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves so much gratitude for showing up today to practice and come home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to know how you enjoyed this practice, and if you would like me to do more new moon and full moon themed practices. And I hope you have a beautiful season, and remember, you deserve all of your desires and more. I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful day.